all of a sudden I get a message with a link to a Twitter post. And it was like Nintendo being, yo, we have to share something. Please take a look. You know what that means, boys. You know what that means. Let's go. Hi guys, my name is Yap. Welcome to this very emergency broadcast. Normally I do not stream on Thursday. As a matter of fact, I was busy with some important shit. And I got this link in a Discord. It said like, yeah, Nintendo had to share something. Nintendo had to share something. And I was like, no way. No fucking way. I didn't, like, I think if I can guess, I know exactly what it is. And it will be fucking interesting to watch. What will be super interesting to watch. It will be to see what Nintendo has to share and what to talk about. Because, you know, leaks have been coming out. Switch 2, you know, having magnetic Joy-Cons, having beefed up specs. Like, the thing is leaking everywhere it goes. Or, well, assumable links. Or leaks. And now maybe we get a Switch 2. I got the link. Nothing with a description. Just let's see what it is. We are going to act today like commentary game journalists and peel apart the entire reveal of what Nintendo is going to show us. And, of course, give our honest opinions about it. Like, there might be a little bit of fanboying around. There might be a little bit of fanboying around. Guys, I'm looking forward to this. Just let's watch it. Oh, new Mario Kart? Wait. Oh, we get a... Oh! I love the fact, by the way, that I'm more exciting about, like, the new... the new Mario... The new Mario Kart. But yeah, Switch 2, guys. It's a better Switch with magnetic Joy-Cons and play Switch games. So yeah, Switch 2. We all were expecting a little bit like that it would be the Switch 2. There were rumors out there that it would be using like magnetic Joy-Con rails. And that it would like, and we were hoping that they were like it was a little bit of like a compatibility with like the Switch 2, Oh, sorry, with the Switch 1. And I love that the fact that it has backwards compatibility. Does it say anything about... Oh, here, details will be shared more on the Nintendo website later. I was already like searching for like, hey, do we get a performance boost when we plug in Nintendo Switch games? But I think that is totally up to the developers. Like if they roll out an update on like the Nintendo Switch 2. But yeah, Nintendo Switch wasn't like the rumors were true. We can see like it has a shining body, so I expect a little bit of like a metal housing. I love the inclusion that we can play Nintendo Switch 2 games. Or sorry, Nintendo Switch 1 games, because again, as previously mentioned, I hope we get like performance boost for certain games. For example, imagine if you have like a copy of The Witcher 3 for Nintendo Switch. It doesn't run like it runs, but it doesn't run the best. The same goes for Hogwarts Legacy. It released on the Switch. Like for performance, you could better play it on Steam Deck, on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. But imagine if they add a sort of a performance boost like they did with like the PlayStation 5. For PlayStation 4 games, they upscaled it to like PlayStation Pro Plus Enhanced. And then it was also to like the developers, if they were going to implement a patch that really took advantage of like the PlayStation 5. So it will be interesting to see what they are going to do when it comes to like upscaling. If it's like only classic backwards compatibility, that we plug in the game and it just runs, or that we get performance boost. That would be amazing. Like if there's performance boost, like sometimes you have, I believe, in Breath of the Wild, you have sometimes a performance drop. I have no clue how it is in the Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played that one, but like in Breath of the Wild, sometimes you had like a little performance drop, especially on handheld, where the game tries to do a lot of things. The same goes for like Animal Crossing. You all have seen my island. That thing is a mess. The Switch has trouble with it, like loading it in. So it's interesting, or it's going to be interesting to see what they are going to do when it comes to backwards compatibility. Are they going to enhance it, or are they going to just give us the tools, or well, the equipment to play all the Switch games? From a preservation standpoint, this is already amazing, because if they use, for example, the eShop from the Nintendo Switch and implement it into the Nintendo Switch 2, and hopefully make the shopping experience a little bit better, just implement like the games from the Switch to the Switch 2, I will assume that it will do that. That will be amazing. Not only for like people that have never played the Nintendo Switch, but also for game preservation. There's immediately like it has backwards compatibility. So games released on the Switch. Imagine like if all 100 million plus Switches break, and we do not have Switches to play on. Like we at least have like the Switch 2 to play those games on. But again, hopefully they will give us performance boost. That would be awesome. And a USB-C port on the top. That is amazing. The amount of I didn't find it annoying to have it at the bottom of the Nintendo Switch, but on top of it, it would be very much handy, because imagine being in a train in the Netherlands. We can charge our Nintendo Switches in the trains as well as our other devices. Heck, you can even charge your bike if you are if you want to do that. That is possible. And imagine being bumped and you break that cable that is underneath like the Switch where it docks. Yeah, this is a great solution. It is not foolproof. It's a great solution, like quality of life. And as you can see, like the material, I think I will assume that it is metal because of like how the Joy-Cons will work. And the stand is so much better. I think they looked at like the Switch 1 and were like, yeah, we have to improve this on like the OLED model. Let's create like a different stand. And then they looked at the OLED model. Oh yeah, we don't need a huge chunk of iron. Well, remove it and give a little bit more space to the battery and that kind of stuff. Yeah, Joy-Cons. I hope, actually, that they will release more colors than black. It is just me. Let me grab my own Switch. Has pink Joy-Cons, and yeah, I love that. But they look more comfortable, and what I hope, but I think it won't be the case. Like, it has extra buttons. I see the buttons here, and I hope they are a little bit mushy, if you know what I mean. Oh, here, look. They added an extra button. Oh, that is really cool. What I was talking about, that it was strange to me that the new Joy-Cons do not seem to be charging like wirelessly, but also it totally makes sense because of like the way that the controllers are mounted to the Switch by what I assume will be magnets. That they didn't put in like a wireless charging coil somewhere and ditch the ditch the connector. But on the other hand, I think it also has to do with like faster charging, right? Because far as I know, I have like here a wireless charging, and that charger isn't that really quick when it comes to charging my phone. So maybe it's because of that, because like it charges way faster. But it was like weird to me to see like we have a magnetic controller. Why not like make it wireless charging? But you know, it's not a bad point. It's just interesting to see that they still use like regular connectors. They look incredibly slick though. The new Joy-Cons. Also, maybe way more comfortable. It seems like they're slightly more comfortable than what we have now when it comes to like the curvation of the Joy-Con. If it isn't a word, from now on it is. Like the curvation of the Joy-Con, as you can see here, right here. It's a little bit cornery. Or well, it is curved, but not as smoothly curved as the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. It seems. It looks really cool. I have to say it looks really slick, and what I can assume, like how much space there is in between the plus button and the standout, and how it looks on this render. I hope it will be a little bit more mushy than clicky on the Joy-Cons, because that is the only thing that I had a sort of an issue with, or not an issue, but like a comfort issue with, was the tactile buttons. I would have loved it for ergonomics, for myself that is, to have like a little bit more mushy buttons. And the Switch Lite had mushy buttons, so I would have loved to have that on the Switch OLED or the Switch regular. I never had an OLED. And it just seems more comfortable in general, and I love that they didn't ditch like the motion controls, so that we can, for example, have motion controls or like have that unique gameplay in Mario Party. There was no way. There was also no incentive to remove it. I really love like the mini games that involve like the movements in Mario Party. It's like hilarious sometimes. Let me see if I can find something else like new that is added to the controller. They will most likely reveal it on like the Switch Direct that we are also going to watch on the stream. Yeah, I think this button, that is to release the controllers, right? It's not really an extra button. What I would be interested in is, did they keep the IR blaster? Because it seems like they ditched the IR blaster. For those who do not own a Switch, on the Switch 1 you have like this piece on the controller, which is like an IR blaster, and I believe it is only used in a couple of games. 1-2 Switch made use of it in one of the mini games. You have to like rock paper scissors, that kind of thing. From what I know, like not many mainstream or not many first party Nintendo games or second party games that thing is used. But as you can see, like also like the triggers, they improved the triggers, and hopefully, oh, wouldn't it be nice if these are analog triggers instead of like digital? Well, digital. Is it called digital, the clicky buttons, or tactile? I would love to see if these are like analog, and I would love to have them. I would love to see that return, because like, for example, if you are going to play a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, for example, on the Nintendo Switch, if it will be released, or Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Nintendo Switch 2, if it will be released, I think analog triggers would be really handy to drive a car, because you know, you have the feeling like how fast or how quick you go, and more racing games will come to it, more driving games, but also shooters. Like some shooters can, I believe, make use of it. I do not know them, but just feels better than this one tap clicky button. Or I personally prefer that. But this looks promising. Look at how big that screen is. Barely any bezels or bezos. Like if for example, if you have my Switch, like the original Switch, the OLED is less of a bezel. What can I call it? A bezel powerhouse, if you want to call it like that. Like as you can see, the original Switch. This is the original Switch. This is the new Switch, or the Switch 2. Look how bezel free that experience. Even my Steam Deck is not that bezel free when it comes to around the screen than the Switch 2. This is a beautiful product. And I love that, like, we get more screen real estate. And as you can see here, yeah, magnetic attachment. And I'm gonna assume every time that you hook on a Joy-Con, it will be like clap in the menu. We get here like a grand overview of like what the button layout is for the Switch. I see one new button. I have no clue which one that is or what it will do, but we will find out during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. You got your share button, you got your home button, minus and plus make it the way. Like as you can see, not a lot has changed, but what I do really hope is that they make use of Hall effect sensors. That will just like eliminate the chance a little bit more on Joy-Con drift that has plagued the Nintendo Switch throughout its lifetime. And if they have learned from it and they put in Hall effects, you know, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Or make the controller a little bit more repairable so that if it happens, we can just swap out the joystick and put one in. And here comes the beautiful moment, I believe. Like this is what got me excited. Somewhere here. But what is the dock gonna look like? Here, oh, Mario Kart. Like launch day by. I can't remember. Like I watched this trailer just for the first time when it was like muted. When it was like muted. Like I was more excited for the fucking Mario Kart. And look, the dock. Dude, oh, I hope that the dock has built-in Ethernet. And the grip has like built-in like charge capabilities. And this is the best. Like you can play your old games on the Switch 2. The only thing that I hope for with like the magnetic attachments is like the magnets are like fairly strong, because I have a little wobble when it comes to my Joy-Cons, but like the rating system keeps it in place. Like there's like a big structural advantage on this model, and that is the rating system. Like yes, it can break off, but the rating system keeps it in place. We now have magnets and a port, so that will be very, very interesting to see what is going to happen when it comes to that, like the structural integrity, I believe it's called. That will be very, very, very interesting. Overall, I think, you know, this is just a better Switch. I think it looks like a sleek device. However, I really liked the color Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch 1. So I hope we get more varieties other than the little color around like the joystick. Not only because, you know, you can really customize your Switch this way, but also it will be really great for like for collectors, because they love that shit. Let's see what Nintendo brings. It looks like an amazing device. Just like an upgrade on like what we already have, but like with a lot of quality of life, it seems. Actually quite excited to see. Will bring more new variety of gameplay like the Switch did. Will bring more power, yes. Rumors have been that it is more powerful than the Steam Deck, but it is all to see in practice, dude. It's all to see in practice. Really great that it didn't go full digital and they still stuck with cartridges. I love collecting physical releases, and hopefully it's sort of backwards compatible with the docks, because I invested in quite a lot of like docks for the Nintendo Switch 1. Um, I honestly, to Lord, hope that I can use them, because otherwise, oh boy, do I have a bunch of reserves Switch 1 docks for one Switch that most likely will break in a couple of years because of severe use. Um, Again, just really excited to see what they are going to bring to the table when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. And we all will be seeing what Nintendo has to bring. So, guys, Nintendo Switch 2, it is coming. It is real. Will it be in our hands very soon? No clue. We have to wait for April. It looks like a sleek device. It looks like a major device that has hopefully worked out the little knickknacks, and will be hopefully really, really great to game on. It seems like more of the same, but better. And honestly, I am all in for it as long as I get my new Mario Kart. As long as I get Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart Switch 2, whatever they are going to call it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 2 Remastered. Excited for it.